tactic that scored over 6 goals a game and picked up an 100% win rate at its very best. This tactic is going to be the best 4-2-4 you'll ever use in this year's game. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and as always, you want to see this used live? We offer that as well. Twitch.tv/JoshDaly in the description. I want to see you there telling me about your saves. Let's get into it. So then, welcome to today's video. We have got an all guns blazing 4-2-4 where everything is about goals. That is right, defense doesn't matter, goals do matter. Now, we are coming out today with an absolute blitzing of a tactic. Now, the first set of results you're going to see are with Bayer Leverkusen. That was done using the default version of this tactic. The attacking version of the tactic is going to be using PSG, as it is an attacking version for a powerhouse team version, and Oxford United, of course, the defensive version. So today you're going to get to see a mixture of results from the best in the world to a top 4 team to Oxford United. So let's kick things off with obviously what you see right now, the default version. The German Super Cup is going to be ours in 7-0 fashion over Bayern. Just a little game right there. This is the default version. So as you could expect, I feel like what I've done with this tactic is potentially break the game. I'm going to be honest with you. Now, the Pokal, we win 3-0 over Stuttgart, so a little less of a thumping right there. The league, we win 32 out of 34 games, and Adley and Victor Boniface are having an absolute field day. Grimaldo, no Frimpong, no problem. We still have a incredible season with the mighty Leverkusen. Close to 150 league goals, over 860 shots, the fewest shots against, the most dribbles, the fewest conceded, the most clean sheets, all going in our favour, all while seeing this on your screens. 4.38 goals a game, 0.47 conceded, over 25 shots a game, a fantastic pass completion, and a great tackle win ratio. That right there is a bit of German excellence. We are going to watch one of the quarterfinal legs against Liverpool, because this goes to show how good this tactic is about beating teams that are simply better than what we have got. Liverpool have got the superior team. We are playing against Wirtz and Frimpong, so, you know, a bit of a grudge game as well, and we get off to a flying start. I mean, great goal very early on into the first half. Into the second half, we are going to go 2-0 up about 90 seconds after that whistle goes, and it's a great bit of build-up as well, and this tactic does not stutter once against the big teams. It really doesn't. It's such a great tactic, and this was all done this entire season on the default version. It's scary there's even more to come. But of course, before we do show you that PSG season, which did feature over 6 goals a game, we've got to make the tactics, haven't we? So be sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you enjoy rebuilds as well, make sure you do come over to Daily Josh. That is going to be my second channel. There is a video every single day if you're subscribed to both channels, and we live stream almost every day. So there's a lot of content coming out from me. The game might be delayed. I'm not delayed in the content. We are absolutely everywhere. But to go over and make this tactic, all you want to do is create your own style and load in a nice and simple 4-4-2. We can simply build it up from there, not to panic. So the big thing is to, first of all, the obvious thing is to go attacking, because this is a very attacking tactic. And the next thing is to drag those wingers up. So we are going to operate in a 4-2-4, which is, do you know what? Probably in my top 3 formations in this year's game, purely based off results. Now, in terms of goalkeepers, we are going to use a sweeper keeper on defend, and he is going to be told to tackle harder. But the reason why I went with a defensive role opposed to support or attack is because I don't really want him taking too many risks, because we have already got such an attacking backline, as you've got to see any second now. The backline is incredibly defensive, as we also are going to drag those 2 right down there. So let's go over and talk fullbacks, as we are going to have a fullback on attack on the right hand side, and let's go through and discuss his instructions. So take more risks alongside of cross from the byline, cut inside with the ball, stay wider, and also tackle harder. It might seem a lot of instructions. It is a lot of instructions, because I want the maximum out of these players. I want them to give me everything when it comes to the attacking side of the game, and this is how I get it out of them, by having these instructions on. Ball playing defender to match him on the right hand side is going to be told to dribble more and also tackle harder. Again, we are not afraid to have our back line attacking. Centre backs, full backs, they will be getting involved. To partner that ball playing defender, we are going to have another ball playing defender on dribble more and also tackle harder. The entire back line is going to chip in with the goals, is going to chip in with the forward passing. It is going to be a very attacking tactic. So if you are using a small team, stick around for the defensive version and you can still have the same fun, but a little bit less all guns blazing. The fullback on the left is not going to be on support. He is going to be set to attack, and he is also going to be told to do the same things. Take more risks, cross from the byline, cut inside with the ball, stay wider, and also tackle harder. Once again, the fullback being a vital part of this team in build-up and also getting the assists. Midfield, we are going to go incredibly bold. We are going to operate a double volante, both of them set to support, but on different instructions. So on the left-hand side, move into the channels and also tackle harder. And on the right-hand side, we are going to have him a little bit more forward-thinking, getting forwards and also tackling harder. So both offering somewhat of a similar role, but very different instructions. They are the perfect midfield to have in this tactic. Any other role didn't really extract as many goals, being open and honest. Again, at any part of this video, you want to get all of these wonderful Patreon perks. That does include over 13 exclusive perks. You get all of my entire year's worth of tactics, over 200, free variants for all of them. You get every console tactic, every mobile tactic, all the rebuild files, custom challenge save files. You get early access, ad-free viewing, Patreon exclusive tactics. There's too many to remember. There's loads of perks and we're pushing for 6,000 members. Do not be the one that misses out. Make sure you go and take advantage this month where you can enjoy 30% off if you have never been a member before. Going up to the front too, because it is very simple, and we'll talk about the wide players in a second. We are simply going to use 2 advanced forwards, because it is where the goals come from in this game, and both of them are going to be set to tackle harder. So again, a lot of aggression put into these players to go out and really win that ball back. We are going to utilise the same role when it comes to wide players, and both of them are going to be inverted wingers on support. Let's go through and break down the player roles. So, there is a lot of them. Number 1, take more risks. Number 2 is going to be cross less often. Number 3, get forwards. Number 4, sit narrow. Number 5, tackle harder. And this one, just so I'm going to show you twice because otherwise it gets a little bit confusing, right hand side is going to mark the left hand side. So that is going to be the right hand side done. The left hand side, just so there's no confusion right now, will mark the right hand side, just to make that very clear. Again, I will repeat it. We are going to go with take more risks. We are also going to go with cross less often alongside of get forwards, sit narrow, and also tackle harder. So the left and the right hand side should be literally exactly the same as the front two. The volante is a little bit different. The back line is entirely mirrored, meaning it is exactly the same, and those are going to be your player roles. Now to the team instructions. Whereas for the team instructions, we are actually going to play with a fairly narrow attack and width style. We're going to pass into the space, focus down the left and the right hand side. The final third, we are going to use low crosses. The passing goes down by 1, the tempo goes up by 1 to higher, and also run at defense. So once again, this tactic is going to be very much in your face, running at defense, higher tempo, focusing down the left and the right, and to back that point up even further, we are going to select the top 3. Counter press, counter, and also distribute quickly. But to distribute, we are going to roll the ball out, because that way it can go to anyone across the back line, including those 2 volantes. Out of possession, to extract goals, you are going to, of course, roll with the higher and the much higher defensive line. Much more often on that trigger press, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, get stuck in, step up more, and actually invite crosses when it comes to the cross engagement. Now let's go over and talk a little bit about that attacking version, which of course was tested with PSG and scored over 6 goals a game. Now, things are going to look very similar. So the goalkeeper, the entire back line do remain the same. The inverted wingers are going to go up to attack on take more risks, cross less, sit narrow, tackle, and mark their relative positions. Apart from that, we change nothing to the 2 strikers. The volante on the right goes up to attack on tackle harder. On the left, he remains the same. Mentality is also going to be set to attacking, but there is going to be a bit of changes in possession. So what doesn't change is the low crosses. What does change is the addition of overlap left and right to the fact that we're going down the right and the left hand side. We're also going to pass into the space, a higher tempo, shorter passing directness, and the double up of run at defence and also be more expressive. In transition, the top 3 are going to be selected alongside of rolling the ball out. And lastly, out of possession, we can't really do too much more to it, to be honest, so it is going to be invite crosses, step up more, get stuck in, prevent, and a maxed out trigger press. And just the couple of subtle changes in that tactic made all the difference. It really, really did. So that's going to give you one to use as a powerhouse team, or to switch to go and get more goals. Now, if you're not playing as a team such as Bayer Leverkusen or PSG, you're playing as more of like an Oxford standard, I've got you covered. This tactic will still score goals, being honest, not as many, but it will still get goals and is still a load of fun to play with. So let's get into it and break it down. And this is going to be the changes. So the goalkeeper does remain the same. The ball players are both now simply on tackle harder, not on dribble more. The fullback on the right and the left are both on defend, on cut inside, stay wider, and also tackle harder. We are going to have 2 DMs, both on support, both on tackle harder, nice and reserved to protect the back line. 2 inverted wingers, both on support, on cross less, sit narrow, and tackle harder, while marking their position. So again, the right marks the left back, the left marks the right back, and both of the advanced forwards do remain unchanged. What doesn't remain unchanged is the attacking style. We are going to go to positive, so again, a little step down. We still keep the fairly narrow width, we still keep the low crosses. What we don't keep is obviously a real maxed out tempo. We only play on the slightly higher. The passing goes down by 1. We still are going to focus down the left and the right while running at defence, but it is just going to be a little bit more of a tame tactic. Now, regardless of me saying this, it's still meant to be a goal scoring tactic, so we're not going to time waste and all of that good stuff. This tactic is for those that want to outscore, but there is no reason why you shouldn't be allowed to play this, even if you're playing as a small team. So that's why I've gone to the effort to make all 3, as we are going to select just the 2 this time, counter press and counter, while rolling the ball out. And just to make it a lot more defensively sound, we're going to roll with a standard line with that high press, get stuck in, prevent, and a maxed out trigger press, and that is going to give you the defensive version. But before we go through the results with Oxford, I think we need to go and see where this tactic peaked. And that is with Paris Saint-Germain. I mean, this tactic found its peak. It really, really did here. I mean, the Trophy de Champion, we are going to win 5-0 over Marseille. The French Cup, 6-2 over Rennes. The Champions League, 4-0 over powerhouse Man City. Powerhouse v powerhouse, we absolutely blitz them. When it comes to the French League, it is going to be an 100% win rate because we are the strongest team in there, we are going to be honest, but even though we are, to get stats like this, I'm going to give the tactic a lot of credit because we are absolutely running away with it. And I mean, we take everything. Possession, we don't, to give, you know, a little bit of credit to Monaco and Lyon, but goals scored, over 200 in the league, close to 1,000 shots, the fewest shots against, the most dribbles, the fewest conceded, the most clean sheets. This tactic absolutely dominated France, and the data hub, 6.12, the best this channel has seen. And I will be honest with you, if you're not playing as a PSG or someone like that, potentially you're not going to get these numbers. In fact, you won't. But every single tactic video, I do a top 4 to top 6, a powerhouse, and also a lower standard team. Because whether you decide to play as a powerhouse is one thing, but even if you don't, if you've had the same save for 5-6 years, you're probably going to have a very similar standard of team. So this has to be factored in, and when you're approaching these stat lines, I would not change it for the world, because I'm very happy to see actually how far these tactics can go. This is the tactic pushed to the utter limit. I mean, powerhouse team or not, when you play Man City and you win 4-0, you've got to sit back and say, do you know what, fair play. The tactic is an absolute monster, and it is a monster. We got off to a great start there inside of 46 minutes. I mean, the first half was a bit dead. The second half, we completely come into our own, and the play was just, after the first goal went in, it went a little bit quiet again, but 75th minute onwards, we really, you know, we turned into that team, man. We really, really did. I mean, Edison maybe should do a little bit better there, to be fair to him, but overall, I couldn't be happy with this. Like, I knew the tactic would do well with PSG, but my main aim was to win the Champions League, because then it can't just be said, look, Josh, you're playing Rennes and Lyon, you know, you're going to score goals. We've stuffed 4 past one of the finest teams in Europe, and I mean, that says a lot about this. And lastly, and probably the big surprise, is going to be Oxford, because we absolutely cooked. We're talking 44 wins, 2 draws, a staggering goal difference, and a load of points. I mean, we do play 46 games, so the stat pattern can be real, but 237 goals. So although that is more than PSG, it's technically not, because we wouldn't have done that across, you know, a 34-game season. We do actually have over 1,000 shots with Oxford, though. Possession is still going to be competitive. Defensive work, really, really strong. Where we do fall a little bit is pass completion. Actually quite poor, to be open and honest. But this was done using the defensive version. So I will say the 46 games does make these stats look a lot more buffed up. But it still is a very, very impressive season. And it does still score 5 goals a game. So maybe we got lucky. I don't know what it is. But at the end of the day, they're not the strongest team in the championship. Nowhere near it. So that, for me, is going to be a ridiculously good test. And things actually went better for overperforming. Match up against West Ham in the FA Cup final. Now, we did get spoon-fed our way to the final. I'm not going to lie, we definitely could have had a harder path, but at the end of the day, you play who's in front of you, don't you? What else can you do? And we get off to this cup final into a great start. 3 minutes in, made that up. It's about to be 2 goals inside of 7 minutes. I mean, the play that we were doing here with an Oxford team that, let's face it, really shouldn't be beating West Ham or even getting anywhere near a cup final. We find ourselves 2-0 up in 7 minutes, and the play did not stop. Down the left-hand side seemed to be a bit of a hot spot. I'm going to be honest, Wan-Bissaka had an absolute stinker this game. A driven ball in, then low crosses again, broken meta, striking out again to be why you should use it. We find ourselves 3-0 up, and the only thing that West Ham actually did offer this game was a very good bit of play. It's got a bit of credit there for Ward-Prowse and a great finish here. They are going to find a goal to make it 3-1, but from this point onwards, they lost their touch. I mean, they tried to play it from the back here. I don't know what they're trying to... I don't know what they're doing. What is he doing? I mean, you're giving a goal away there, and we reclaim a 3-goal cushion, and before we even got into half-time, we genuinely were so comfortable on the ball. Well, I mean, look at the confidence from these players. That is going to make it 5-1, and... we then feature a little bit of a quiet spell in the game until the last sort of 10 minutes, or really the last 7 minutes. We are going to find a 6th goal in this game from Dembele playing it back into the left back, short pass and play, diabolical goalkeeping, a 6-1 advantage, and there is still time to go and grab a 7th, and Dembele once again playing a big part in every goal that we scored, as he did the entire season. A great touch, a great finish. Dismantled West Ham once again. And that wraps up 3 ridiculously good 4-2-4s that I think I am going to use in my stream save, to be honest. Yeah, honestly, it's crazy. You are going to have the default version, of course, tested with Bayer Leverkusen, the attacking with PSG, and the defensive with Oxford. Even the defensive version can go and score bags of goals. So do make sure you go and enjoy them. Come and stop by the live streams to let me know how you get on, ask any questions, and just come and chill. And yeah, you enjoy the rest of your day, and... you know what? Just take it easy. I'll catch you in the next one.